Hi, my name is Michelle Rousey, and I live in Oakland. And the cuts that are about to happen with in-home support services are going to be another 20% cut, and they're going to, because the trigger with the state is going to possibly be hit, and I believe it's going to be hit because the state did not hit its predicted income level for the state budget, and so I'm going to have another 20% cut of my HSS. And for me, that means my in-home support services, which I have a caregiver who comes into my home and she provides care for me, and that means she'll be in my home less. And for me, that means that I'll possibly end up in a nursing home, and I don't get enough hours now, and that's not a good thing. And IHSS is an important thing, and 20% cut for all IHSS consumers is not good. And I want the state to know that they should not be cutting IHSS again. We've already had our hit, and another 20% cut is not good.
In our time, this is affecting all of us. And right now, in 1 month, a decision will be made whether 2.5 billion in deep cuts, trigger cuts, go into effect. Okay? We are here as parents, seniors, people with disabilities, families, students, workers, community members to say that we need revenue. Now, California needs revenue solutions. We need it now. Not the wait and see approach to the budgeting of the trigger cuts. Okay, the situation could have been prevented by Republicans legislators.
That's right. But
they blocked the revenue solution, forcing the California budget with the trigger cuts. And we all know that's not right at all. No. Recent cuts already devastated the social safety nets and resulted in job losses. Am I right?
Yes!
Okay, California needs to rebuild and restore services, not make more cuts of time and raising poverty. We don't need that. We need it now. I am a senior disabled citizen. Senior citizen, what I looking at, I'm 63 years old. I am a grandmother of 7. I'm a great grandmother. I have a sister that's on IHSS that's going to be cut, who has a really diminishing disease. She's just withering away every day. This affects everybody. This is not just something that's happening to one group of people. We are diverse communities happening to all of us. We need help now. When do we want it? Now! Okay, this is a serious situation here, and we're going to keep talking and chanting and marching until we get everyone's attention. Even if we have to come out in wheelchairs, even if we have to come out with our guides, our blind guides, even if we have to bring our children, even if we have to come humping or limping, we will be here. Because what do we want? Fair budget. When do we want it? Now. Good job. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Tanya Wolf, and I'm a senior advocate for Hope and Justice at St. Mary's Center. I'm also an advocate at Alameda County Food Bank Coalition. I'm also speaking out for the IHSS people, CalWorks, everyone that cannot speak for themselves. I am out here speaking and walking for them. Yes. We need this to happen now. I am living on $160 a month with the grace of God, believe it or not. Okay, but anyway, let's get back to the point. Like I said, right now, I'd like to introduce Sheila. Let's give her a big round of applause.
I've never been a part of a rally where there were actually xylophones for drums. All right. I am Sheila Gunn Cushman. I am an IHSS recipient I stand here in behalf of several who can't be here, two of whom I should say, are in my own household. One of which is fighting right at this moment to get a doctor's appointment because she's got bronchitis and might need antibiotics. And she can't afford the $50 that we now have to do for co-pays if you don't get an appointment. So she's on hold for hours and hours, and she's sick and she doesn't feel good, and she's doing this. My husband is working with my IHSS workers so I can be here to talk to you. So, 20% cut in IHSS hours. What does that mean on the ground? That means that my house may not get cleaned. And if my house doesn't get cleaned, then mildew will grow, my allergies will get worse, I will get bronchitis, and I will have to be paying $50, and I can't afford it. Medi-Cal being cut means that I have to pay $30 a month for a dental plan. So does my husband, and my sister doesn't want to get the dental plan because she can't afford it. Cuts to TANF mean, there's cuts across the board. There's cuts to in-home supportive service workers because 20% of client hours being cut means that they get 20% less. Our worker works for 5 people, so 20% times 5 across the board, she's being cut in half at least. And that's just the people that I know about. There are moms whose kids are on Medicaid rather, and they they can't afford to pay their doctor bills. They can't afford to live. They can't get out and get a job because they got to take care of their little one, but they can't be paid to take care of their little one because the law doesn't like it. So, fat cats in the big banks, it's time to pay.
That's right.
I'm going to say it again.
Yeah.
Make banks pay! Make banks pay! They're paying no taxes. They've gotten billions with a B as in Bravo dollars, maybe trillions, in tax write-offs and breaks, and then they want us to fight over and squabble over crumbs. Is that fair?
No!
So, I'm done. Thank you.
You know, the revenue solution is eliminate the corporate taxes loophole, raise taxes on the wealthiest, and reduce prison spending. What do we want?
Fair budget.
When do we want it?
Now.
Okay. And right now, I'd like to introduce Karen Smolovitz. Okay, United Seniors of Oakland, California Alliance for Retired Americans. Let's bring her to the podium now.
I'm Karen Smolovitz. I'm with California Alliance of Retired Americans and a member of United Seniors. And I'm so glad to see everyone out here. I know we're all here because we have grave concerns about the budget. We all are suffering already from cuts that have been made, and the looming terror before us of more cuts is just unimaginable. You've heard some stories about how people are suffering now, trying to get doctor's appointments, trying to get care. What will happen with even more cuts? The situation we're in is immoral. When the wealthy are the wealthiest in history and have everything more than they need, they want to balance a budget on us, on children, on disabled people, on elderly, people who have nothing left to give. They want to take more from us. And it's just immoral. But if they did a fair tax, there would be enough revenue to take care of everyone's need. What kind of a society are we living in where people can suffer and other people just ignore that and refuse to pay their fair share of taxes? It's not right. So it's scary. We need to make sure that it doesn't happen. We need to complain to the governor, to all our senators and representatives, we need a fair budget. This plan, this trigger, it's just not right. It's not moral. The only trigger I ever liked was Roy Rogers' horse. And he had him stuffed. And you can take this trigger budget and stuff it. Thank you.